What up, my guy?
Yeah, dude. I just got a notification that Nobo is live on Instagram. That's
Apparently
sick.
we're live. It's a little delayed on Instagram. It looks like I can see it on my other window here.
You're watching it, so this is live. Like you click the stories button and you're good to go.
Yeah, it's just live on the gram.
All right,
and it's also live on YouTube for those watching on the old YouTube.
Twitch as well. If you're live and you're a gamer, you can go to Twitch as well. TwitchTV.com/Nobo Podcast. What's new, man?
Oh, dude, a lot.
It's a late one.
Yeah, late nights, dude.
We're off tomorrow, so go for it.
Hopefully everyone else off tomorrow. We probably lost half our East Coast fan base, considering it's where are we at? 11:34.
I think we lost all of them. Let's
Rick
just
might
be real.
No, you never know.
Rick, does he watch this? Does he even know we have a podcast?
Yeah, he knows. You mean like that we fired it back up?
Yeah.
He claims he knows.
I don't think he cares all that much.
Would be the only one that would notice.
Well, that's good. I mean, we're starting to get a following. I think it's my opinion. You know, I haven't looked at our Spotify account to see what's on there, but got to be something. But can't forget, our intros, man. Our intros. So I'm Luke, co-host of the Nobo podcast. I work at Procore. I love sales. And again, I'm CrossFit level 3 coach. Get into the gym. Just do some CrossFit.
Yeah, I'm Matt. I'm from Philly. Big Eagles fan. Late night with the Nobo podcast. Also a CrossFit level 3 coach. Maybe one day I'll be a level 4.
You think the level 4 would do anything? Do you think people will respect you more?
No, absolutely not.
Why
I'm telling you, I think all the certs for CrossFit are just for you.
Yeah. To prove yourself that you're doing something.
Yeah, you throw them up on the wall.
Yeah.
Remember Richard used to have them plaqued all up by the clock?
Yeah, everywhere, yeah.
And it's even looking back at myself, I was never like, oh, wow, look at those certs.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a diploma. It's like the same thing. Like you ever walk in and just be like, oh, shit.
Dude,
guy went to Harvard.
Yeah. Well, that would be one thing, I guess. I mean, Harvard, you'd be like, oh.
Prestigious. But I don't even know anymore. I mean, do people look at it that way? Do people look at it that way? Like, do I get a plaque for President's Club?
Do you?
I should.
It's
worthy. It's fucking worthy. I've never gone to college before in my life. I'm an uneducated dude.
That's a good take on it, dude. Hot take. Are certifications just trophies? That's my hot take. Yeah.
I mean,
my hot take is certifications are trophies.
You think they're trophies?
They're just
I think it depends on the personality and where you stand. Are you the type that wants to make sure everybody wins, type of game where it's all right, everybody, thanks for coming. First place gets a trophy and 20th place gets a trophy.
I hate that we get medals for the half marathon.
Just for completing it?
Yeah, that's so stupid. They just literally hand them out to everybody. And then they're standing there at the finish line oh, here's your medal.
Well, I think that's fine for finishing it. But I think the hard part is there's first place, second place, third place should get something different.
Yeah, they should.
But I think that's
a trophy or something. But everyone gets a medal. It's just stupid.
Yeah, everybody gets a medal. I mean, you got to be okay with it. It is what it is. Ken wants to walk through. You guys are about to get a sneak peek of Ken. So our house is, it's a little different. One of my friends, he's one of my best friends, I think. He's a cop, all that stuff. He has a house just like ours. So, probably happens to him. Ken, you're allowed to go. She snuck through. You guys didn't even see her, did you?
She was a little blur to the side. I think you could put on blur mode too if you want.
Yeah, I could, but I don't
hide your life.
Blur mode in. Ken, you want me to put blur mode on? Oh, what did I just do there? You see that?
Techie, dude.
Edit names.mic. Yeah,
you could just fake your whole background, apparently.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy. We could put backdrops down.
Eagles banners.
Yeah, we should. It'd be sick. All right, is that your hot take? Is that where we're going right away? Hot take?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I mean, you could run with that a million different ways. Do you think somebody first grade, second grade, third grade, let's say all elementary school, do you think they should all get trophies compared to like once you're in like a sport and you're starting to hit shit in high school and college. Like, is that where you cut that?
I don't think no, because I think you create that mentality at a young age, right? Like if you just get an award for everything, you create that expectation. So then when you're older, you're like, yo, where's my
Trophy?
Where's my diploma? I just went to college. Isn't that all you have to do?
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think I don't know. So I really agree with you. It's just hard to put yourself in that position because I just never see myself that way. Like if
I'm talking from experience too. I've never actually won anything in my life. I'm not upset about it.
Yeah.
Like I'm like the generalist.
Okay. Well,
not good at anything.
But not winning and not getting anything, like seeing other people around you get trophies and get money and get prizes. Like, does that make you want to go after it more?
That's a good question. No, I don't. Like it's like, to do that, you got to put the work in. Like if I want to win a marathon, like I got to sacrifice a lot, put in hard work, do these long runs, like do them for time. Like,
well, that's what I think that's an important piece is like, right. My job, it's like my livelihood. I want to buy things. I want to do things like I need to work, but we do a lot of fucking weird stuff where you get like prizes and money and gifts. And it's like,
you got such a weird job.
I don't like not winning. It is a game show. It's like, who got to quota first this quarter? Who got the quota first this month? Who called the most people this week? It's like,
that's why I don't think you're going to
get
fired,
money,
dude,
and
because you're
you get money.
Like their perfect employee.
Sometimes, but it's just
I think you're one out of the like 5, maybe 1 out of 5 people actually going to compete
in these comps.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like I know you're not the most vocal person about it, but like out of like the people that are in your office, how many people are actually competing for?
I think they're trying
that shit. Do you think everyone's trying?
I think they're trying, but I think what happens in most situations, think about it. When people walk into the gym, they're like, oh, I'm going to win this fucking WOD today. And then all of a sudden they see who showed up to class and they're like, all right, I guess I'm getting 7th. It's the same thing that happens in like work. It's like, we're doing this competition right now. Okay. And the way it works is they broke it down per segment to make it, and I'm going to say it's like the nicest way to what you just said. It's the hot take. It is built and designed for everybody to have a fucking chance to win. They're like, all right, we're going to put all these people together because like
having a chance to win is one thing. I just mean like, does everybody win?
No. So they basically broke it in. So they broke it down per segment. I don't feel like explaining all of it, but like
your job is like the reality check for like people who think you just deserve an award.
Deserve.
It turns out if you don't actually do well in the competition, you're getting fired.
Yeah, so it's a team competition. So it's basically 5 or 6v6. And there are like 12 different teams. And you're just going head to head with your vertical. So it makes it a little bit more fair. Like, right, you all have the same metrics. You all have the same calls. You all have very similar accounts.
Yeah.
So it's like very fair in that sense. And what they're doing is like whatever team wins, that team, the top 3 people on the team get the prizes. So it's very opposite of what you're saying. It's like not everybody's going to get a prize. So it's like what you agree with. But we've done ones before where it's like first to 50th get a prize. First place gets $1,200. Last place gets $20. And it's like, is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
And you would disagree with it, right?
Let
me put it this way. 20 people.
But don't you think that last place, there's still people looking at them in your setting?
Saying what?
Like managers are like, well, okay, this person got last place.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter as long as they did what they had to do in a competition. Like some of them are just set up to like who got the quota first, who did this, who did that. Like one of the biggest spiffs that we did this year, I was already at my number. So I couldn't even win. And it was like people won the Big Apple headphones. People were winning laptops. People were winning gift cards. Like it was crazy. Like they were giving out $600 airline credit card gift cards.
Like
they were giving out Yeti coolers. All yeah, it is like a fucking Wall Street in there. It's like everybody screaming and yelling, and I was cracking up. So last story I got for you. It was a Friday or something, and just the start of the quarter, and I sit with Jose. And then on the other side of us is the inbound rep. So they're the people talking to people that want to talk to them. And then one guy was talking to somebody, and all of a sudden somebody like, I want to say 15 feet away started screaming, which in turn caused everybody to scream. And then in turn, Al came out of his office and was like blowing a blowhorn. And this kid was on the phone. He was talking to him. He's like, in the middle of it, he's like, sorry about that, man. Because the guy was like, what the fuck is going on? I can't hear you. He's like, the office is getting all rowdy because lunch is about to happen. I'm sorry about that. Blah, blah, blah. It's a Friday. Had to talk the guy off the cliff, but I was cracking up because it's exactly that. It's Wall Street.
That is nuts. But to bring it to the gym, I think we'd have to poll this, but I don't know if we'd get a reliable answer.
How many people give up once they see who's in class?
No, I just mean like, how many people are even looking at the leaderboard?
I think a lot of people do. And here's where you guys don't like to do it. You don't do it. I don't know. The whiteboard, writing it down physically on the whiteboard, guarantee you, I put money on it, that more people would do better. I bet you if we had that whiteboard there and emphasized it every class, like, Luke, what'd you back squat today? 300. Matt, what'd you back squat today? 295. And then like imagine Jamie's in class. Jamie, what'd you back squat today? He's gonna like think in his mind like, oh, fuck, Luke just got 300. Fuck. Hold on, I'm not done. I got one more set. Boom, Jamie puts 302 on, hits 302. I got 302, coach. Like that's the shit I'm talking about. That would happen.
I'm sure. I'm not saying there's nobody, but I'm saying some people don't care. I just don't. Maybe I'm not as competitive as you.
Yeah, well, maybe that's true. I mean, I get pretty competitive in the sense of like when I go in, I'll get very competitive with myself, knowing what the benchmarks are. Even if I know I can't beat you guys, like I know I can't beat you, I can't beat Sam, I can't beat Robbie, like hands down, know it. I'll fucking try until I fucking get tired.
But like Nick is the same way. He looks at everyone's scores and then he had to redo that. He wanted to not redo, but like he wanted to do that work.
But that's the same stuff that Jamie does. He'll just like Jamie will gamify the fuck out of everything. Yeah, it's all about love, guys. Here, I get what you're saying about like Nick will do that, but I had a thought about that or comment that I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Healthy competition is good.
No, that was my speech, dude. You missed it.
I just think like how can you get people to go ahead and use it more or be more in tune with it? I don't know. How do we feed more competition? How do you get people to strive?
That's like a tightrope thing though too, because that has serious repercussions to it as well. Then you get people who don't log or they lie.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's how it's like the accountability
like
thing.
Selective and then cherry picking stars.
I used to just like a lot of WODs at Novo had running involved. A lot of them. Like it was really difficult to use like throwing and shit like that. So, and it was a lot nicer in the summer, and summer times we would hit a lot of fucking workouts with runs. And it would either finish with the run or start with the run. And we did, I vividly remember every time it would finish with a run or something on the rig. Because the clock was inside and the rig was outside, I would always be looking at the clock. So when I'd go to the whiteboard to write everybody's names down, I'd be like, I knew exactly what time you got. There was zero way to lie. Would be like, I was just aware enough to be like, cool, Missy finished at this time. Jamie finished at this time. This person finished at this time. That person finished at this time. It was very easy or hard or difficult for them to lie. None of them wanted to because it was a small enough setting.
But then you get the super sensitive people too. You got to account for that. We're just like, just put a smiley face.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Like I'd be like, hey, Matt, what'd you get? You be smiley face. Like, I think you got 1621. I'm writing that down. What was your weight? Smiley face. 95's on that bar. I'm putting that down. And it's like, it's a difference, right? Do you think it's a big deal if a coach has a personality? Everybody's not going to mesh with it.
No,
like, what do you
impossible.
think? What do you think that's like? Like, do you think it is acceptable for? And I got my haircut today, and we were talking about this. I would view myself as like, I think I'm pretty like I have a lot of sympathy and empathy when I'm coaching, but I think there are certain things I draw the line on, and I like flat out will let them know that. Like I have a lot of sympathy and empathy for injuries and other stuff like that, but when it pushes a point, like. Ollie's a really good example. Like I know him inside and out, and he really appreciates us as coaches. So I don't have a problem being fucking mean to him. Like in a coachable way. It's like, hey man, no, that's not cool. Don't do that shit. Or like, don't do this or don't do that. And he respects it. But I think, do you think there is a line that is drawn on like a coach athlete or like manager employee relationship, stuff like that? Like, how do you determine where to not be an asshole, or when to be an asshole, or how to hurt somebody's feelings, or when to not hurt somebody's feelings?
Yeah, that's a hard line job. But I mean, like, we went through a bunch of different points there, dude. First,
just talking.
I think like relationship and community in general. I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter. You could be a complete asshole, and there could be a group of people that just love that. And then, just your personality. It's like what we were talking about last episode, where like, or one of the episodes, the man's man thing. Like John just had a way of doing things that certain people, like you and your dad, gravitated to. And so like you just respect that person more. And then there's also other coaches who like you just don't like you would like. There's certain people at your old gym who are coaching now that you would probably never really want to attend a class. You just not into it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that piece of it where it's just like, totally just like who you get along with.
Well,
I think you never want to be below like tolerable though as a coach. I mean, you must be doing something wrong if someone can't just like, oh, it's 5:30 a.m. I need to get a workout in. Luke's coaching, like I'm still gonna go. Yeah, if it's like a not going, I think that's a problem.
Well, I mean, yeah, I agree. I know plenty of people though who have had that feeling.
Yeah.
I've had it once or twice in my life. There was something.
And you got to ask yourself, why is that? Like, I feel like if a coach can at least do the basics, show up on time, open, give a good, just a decent brief, warm you up, and then kick the workout off. Like no cues whatsoever. I mean, just being a fitness instructor. I think like that's tolerable. It's like, well, I feel like if you're going to be a hard ass no repping coach, like then, people are going to be like, fuck going to that class. It's a fucking nut.
Yeah. I think that's, I think that's a fine line. Cause there's like, right. And that's where I think when we're talking about the certifications, that help draws the line as well. Like,
or if you can't do the basics, like if you can't even like warm someone up. I mean, they're gonna be like, dude, I can't go to that class. He made me do a back squat cold.
Yeah, exactly. Like, all right, today was a 5x5 back squat, and the whole time we did push-ups. That's all we did. It's just like, oh, I'm warm, but my hips have never hurt so bad before in my life. That type of deal.
So there's that aspect of it too. Of why people might not go to a class, and then like I definitely think competition helps. I gave a whole little lecture on it last week, but I think that it's a very fine line that you got to walk because like there's instances now where like you get people who will just all of a sudden now they just don't even log anything. I've heard people say, I'm tired of always being at the bottom of the leaderboard. I'm not even putting my score in. Yeah. It depresses me. And then I had another person they only log when they do RX.
Yeah. Well, I think that I blame that on all of us as coaches. Like we should be building this like community or morale or like even competitiveness or competitive edge to make people want to strive, to push people. And I think like there are coaches out there that do that to people. Like there are coaches that like a Bill Belichick, apparently he is like the guy that like, dude, if he's your coach, people respect him. People want to please him. People want to do like he has a way with people that I don't even know if that's a teachable thing. Like, I don't know if you can teach somebody else to do that. It's like you were saying, leaders, people will just follow you and do what you want. And it's like, hey guys, don't forget to put your scores in Sugar WOD. And next thing everybody's like, yeah, Sugar WOD. Fuck. What did I get? I got to put that in.
I also believe that everyone has a workout. Maybe I'm just a romantic with CrossFit, but I feel like there's always a workout that someone just like, you're always like, what the fuck? Holy shit.
Yeah. No, I agree. Last
like,
piece.
It's more common with lifting. Like, holy shit, that dude cranked it out. But other times it's just like a certain combination of movements that a certain person can just like
blow up.
Crush. Yeah.
I mean, that's like people in the gym on bikes and like imagine a bike kettlebell workout. You already know who's going to win the WOD.
Yeah. Nick, hands down.
Yeah, Nick, hands down. That's what I would have said. I would
Unless he fucks up and just like RX pluses, as he likes to call it, and grabs some heavy, ridiculous kettlebell
and goes for it.
Himself, dude. Nick, dude.
Man. What do you think about competition? Last piece on the hot take, and then we'll go to the next segment. You know, we're more of a structured podcast now, guys. But competition going down, right? And we have two things going on. What do we think about? All right, I'll just word it this way. Sam was in a competition, right? He did a comp Saturday night, and he lost. He got second place because there was only two people, right? Is that how it was? Something like that?
Yeah.
Like, what do you think of that default?
Well, we got a fucking comment. Holy shit, Anna, what's up? 1 second and hold that thought. So you think like, is it actually second place? Is that what you're questioning?
Yeah.
No. And I think like he kind of expressed the same. He was like, we lost.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, you bring up another good point of like, even in our gym, like I talk about competitions till I'm blue in the face. We just don't have a very competitive gym in that aspect. But I will say that, like, to your point, they are competitive within the gym itself, whether they want to admit it or not.
Yeah.
All right, so we got this question, Anna. Hey, boys, question. What if tough love isn't the way you learn and it actually intimidates you? Do you have to teach everyone different? Oh, yeah. This is a huge thing we got from Birdie. Every class is different.
I think you go ahead first. You go.
Yeah, every class is different, meaning everybody in your class and that combination of people is going to be different. And like, I mean, as a coach, you're just building relationships. So like, if you were in my class and I would get to know you and I would know that like, oh, wow, she's getting really intimidated. I got to be a little more gentle with her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, CrossFit teaches the very basics of like, here's how people learn: visual, tactile, and verbal. And then that's like Birdie laid on a new level. It's like, take those three and put emotions with them. Like I used to sit on the floor with people and talk to them, and like, like I still do. Yeah. Like, yeah, you just got to meet people where they are. So like when we're saying that tough love attitude, I was referencing more of like, I'm going to coach you whether you fucking like it or not type of deal.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I don't think Jose would have a problem with me saying this. He joked with me the other day. He's like, hey, I ain't coachable. And it's like, cool. I don't, that's not how I feel. I'm going to fucking coach you still, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
That type of deal. It's more of just like, hey, nothing I can do. Cause that's just who I am. But to your point, it's like, hey, okay, tough love. Like to make this, like, how can I win friends and influence people? Read that book if you haven't. It's really good. It's like, how do I make this person think that they're being heard and feeling good and I can get what I want? You know?
Yeah.
That's our hot takes. What else you got?
I didn't even think you were really saying tough love. I think maybe that just came out wrong, Anna.
Yeah. I think I was saying more of like my persona as a coach. Like,
I think with anything you're doing with that involves risk, there are certain standards that you're trying to get people to follow. Yeah. And like, and I don't think this would be you, Anna, but like there are people who are like too focused on competition where like they're at risk for injury. And it's like, as a coach, you got to be like, yo, you can't be acting like this, or you can't be doing that. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think you just got to like you have to run through a lot as a coach. You're a therapist. Yeah. Like, how can I push this person in a good way? Like, how can I do this? Or how can I do that? What do I need to say to this person? How do I run like this? And so on. Last piece on competition. Who are the top 3 most competitive people you know in your life right now? And it doesn't have to be just the gym. Definitely me.
Yeah,
this fucking guy.
Look at your tank behind you.
What about it?
It's 110 gallons. We couldn't just have the same tank.
He already don't even let him like fool you. He just went out and ordered like, Eric, get in here, dude. Like,
no, Eric is also very competitive.
Oh, Eric's on my list. He's on my list. Jamie's number 2 on my list.
I don't know Jamie that well.
He's fucking.
I would
What do you
also
mean?
say Rocco Iannetta.
That's my third. Rocco is probably one of the most competitive people I know. He's number one. I
It
think.
almost it faults him, honestly.
Yeah.
Rocco, if you're out there, man, I'm sorry, but it faults you, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
That could be a whole other segment about how competition could also be bad.
Yeah.
But in the spirit of CrossFit, I think it is good.
Yeah. But those are probably some of the most competitive people. Eric, for sure. He was yelling at me today while we played tennis. Yeah. He still to this day thinks he's just better than me at tennis. That's all. He's still to this day. Like, guy hurt himself. We played tennis one time this year. Or no, 2 years ago in PA, and the guy hurt himself, and then we never played again. I think it has to do more with the guy was afraid of losing. He saw that he was going to get his ass handed to you, and he just had to bail. I mean, it happens in the gym. Last beat, like when you're beating Sam, he fucking bails on WODs. I have to say
You mean he does like extra reps and then like
it blames it on something
like he
else.
Was confused and it's like, oh yeah, I did extra reps.
Yeah, it's like the open WOD when you guys did it last week, right? He said he did 15 reps instead or something.
He definitely did more reps, but like the question is, did he do more reps on purpose because he knew he was going to lose and that was going to be his excuse?
Probably, yeah, probably. That's too funny. Too funny. Hot take. That was a long hot take.
That's a good one.
Long hot take. What else you got? Where do we take the segments? We did a lot of CrossFit talking there, so I think we're going to probably cancel out the CrossFit coaching for the rest of the
I did want to reflect though. How's your?
Yeah. We got to do. We will cover the what do we want to call that experiment? The leadership experiment.
Yeah.
We're
going to the birds, dude.
Yeah, birds. I mean, I think they're going to win tomorrow.
They're going to win tomorrow.
I don't think it's going to be pretty.
All right.
We're down AJ Brown.
We're not at home, though.
Yeah. One of the players I told you the other day, I was reading an article, was they don't like playing at home sometimes when they're getting booed. If all the time. Like, it's hard to play in here when all of a sudden you're getting booed at home and you're losing. It's like home field advantage. You need to be like getting in. That is competition right there. If you can't get into the head or help the home field team get in their head, you're fucked.
I also heard one of the announcers, I don't know how true it is, but they also like, I guess the Philly fans have no respect for like when a huddle's happening or whatnot, even when it's the Philadelphia offense making a play and they're just too loud. And like Jalen can't hear, like the receivers can't hear what he's saying. So it's just like fucks up their own plays.
Yeah, and they don't give a shit.
I don't know if that's right or wrong, but it's like, come on, Philly, do better.
Yeah. Do better. I agree. I think sports people need to do better. But I think they're winning tomorrow. I'm going to call out the score. I think it's going to be a high-scoring offensive game. Okay. We're down AJ Brown. There's a chance he comes in. I doubt they're going to let him because if we do win, they would much rather have him for the game after. So I think that's how they're looking at this thing. I want to say 28 Eagles, 21 Tampa.
Damn.
Okay.
Dude, I was reading about the draft, just trying to figure it out. Holy fuck, it makes no fucking sense. It's like all these crazy numbers and like has to handle like all these ties of lowest to I mean, I thought it was just simple as like, all right, if you came in last, you get first pick. But then it's like there's rounds and it like alternates around. It's fucking nuts.
It's weird, yeah.
It's the most confusing piece.
I think the whole goal of the draft is like, hey, you were the worst team of the league this year. Like the Jets, I think the Panthers were the worst. I don't know if they won one game maybe, but they're going to get the ultimate first round draft because it's like you guys need the most help you can get. Yeah. But then it's like lame because people trade that. It's like, oh, we're the worst team ever, but we're going to trade our first, second,
our pick. Third. Yeah, that's where things get weird.
Yeah, and it's like it shouldn't be allowed. What's your score? What are you betting?
I think this is going to be a tight game. So I'm thinking Eagles are only going to be up by a field goal. And I think we're going to be low scoring. Yeah, I think it's going to be 14-18.
Holy shit.
Or sorry, 14. What's 14? 17.
Okay, 14-17. Jeez. Okay. So you think it's a field goal game. I think Jalen's gonna go play out of his mind. I love the guy. I don't care.
He always plays out of his mind. I think Jalen's fucking MVP.
I think he's gonna play like this is the last game of the season. If my knee doesn't hold up, not a big deal. Like he needs a minor surgery to clean up the scar tissue and whatever else is happening from what I've read. And I think he's gonna go and play out of his mind. I think he's gonna run like a fucking madman. I think he's gonna throw a lot of short routes that he's going to hope like people can just kind of run around and be crazy. That's my opinion. I think he always plays out of his mind.
Yeah, I think he plays really well.
I get very bothered when people are like, oh, he's regressed. He may have regressed potentially, slightly, on a scale of like 1 to 10. Maybe he was playing out of his mind last year. He's 25.
Yeah, I really do hope that we get out of this Philly QB.
Like that they ride on the QB all the time for
just
everything.
That the QB is just always like a runner. Like McNabb, Vic,
yeah.
Like now Jalen. Like I want Jalen to like grow and like maybe he doesn't run as much. Like he's still got it. He can do it if he needs to, but like he's more confident in his passing. And I don't know if that's because of the receivers or
more of like a Tom Brady.
Or if
like, hey, let's get somebody that can throw. Like, yeah, I mean, he had the most rushing touchdowns this season.
Yeah, it was nuts. Yeah. But that's always like Philly. That's like
but is that the more offensive coordinator? Like, hey, they can't run routes to get people open. We have too small of an offensive line. Like they went from being ranked number 1 in everything last year, basically, to dead last for defense. Offense is slowly just crashing. They were like top dog, undefeated.
You need Weapon X back, dude. B-Dog. Pull him out.
It's too funny. But they're winning tomorrow. That's what I got. Jim's programmed heavy day, throwing that bitch on the TV.
You coming over after?
Yeah, I'll have to. I'll have to, but they might just want to watch it at the gym. You know how they are.
Yeah, depends who's there.
Yeah.
Got some football fans at the gym. Appreciate it.
Jose's going to be upset. His boys lost today. The weather's been crazy. Have you seen? So Buffalo Bills game got canceled.
Got postponed
3 times. Now it's postponed again.
Oh, again?
Yeah, it's not. Now it's on Wednesday. I think it's on Tuesday now.
Damn.
Potentially. It might not even. I don't even know what's happening, but I'm going to have to pull up.
Weather's weird, dude. I was just talking to Trill about that. Our house is Ken, dude. You joined the Instagram live. Our house is 68. I remember in the summer being like shorts and a tee, like 68. Now I'm like freezing my balls off. Makes no sense. It's the same temperature mathematically.
This is the stadium.
Holy shit.
This is like legit on the field.
They should have played in that. That would have been the greatest game ever.
So there was
water. What's on the ground?
No, there was Eagles games.
It looks like the ocean, doesn't it?
Yeah. So some of the Eagles games have.
You sure that's not the ocean, dude? I'm tripping out.
I'm telling you, that is the field. Look at the yellow. The field.
Look at the ground, though, dude.
It might be water. I don't know, but look at the field goal post. It's right there.
Yeah. Fucking, that's so weird. What is that? Is it water? Did it rain? It looks like a fucking flood. Look at it. Or is that
I think
snow?
I think it's so much wind.
Yeah.
I mean, it's snowing everywhere, apparently. I wanted to pull up.
Is it snowing in North Carolina?
Yeah. I don't know if it's snowing in North Carolina. It's snowing in Nashville, Kendall said. I wanted to pull it. Can you imagine playing in some of these games?
No, I was listening to Travis and Jason talk about that. Did you listen to that one?
No.
On New Heights? Just like a lot of players don't like to wear the long sleeve shirts because the ball just feels risky. But they say they're never really that cold.
They say they're never cold?
Yeah, like Jason and Travis were like, yeah, it's very rare that I'm ever cold on the field.
To hear his talks on like the game yesterday, the Chiefs game. Like there is videos of like Andy Reid's beard frozen, water bottles taken out of the fridge and froze immediately when they came out of the fridge. The sweets, the glass, like the one that Taylor Swift was in, completely frozen over. Like they had to like somehow keep wiping it off so they could see, because I guess the people breathing inside, outside,
it's condensated.
Yeah. I wanted to pull up a video. There was an Eagles game where there was like mad amount of snow. Like crazy. Like imagine playing in some of these. But you know how YouTube is.
Yeah, they got heated. That's what Jason was saying. He was saying that the biggest thing is keeping his helmet warm because it turns into a rock when it's cold. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. Patrick Mahomes' helmet broke yesterday.
Did it?
Yeah, I don't think it's from the hit. I think it's like it had to have been just that cold that it just was like it frail. The whole top of it exploded. Fucking crazy. I don't know where these videos are, but
I'm sure Noble will come out with a helmet soon.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. They have heated bench.
Are they pulled out of the CrossFit Games? Do we know?
Noble?
Yeah. Are they like a silent partner now?
I'm not sure. I think so. I don't think they're part of it, to be honest.
Wow. It's like a 1 year.
I think they just ran out of money completely. So here's one of the worst snow games ever. Let's just fast forward to it. Can you imagine?
That'd be fun, dude.
These guys like
snow shoved in your face.
Like they had to keep. Not even that. Like, yeah, they had to keep doing that to the point where it eventually got so bad. But like it was one of the highest scoring games, I think. Like risky at a certain point. This wasn't as bad as other ones. There's games from like.
Yeah, how would you not cancel this?
It's like part of it. Like, yeah, look how much snow. You can't even see where the end zone is. This is Nick Foles, I think. This wasn't like that long.
It's like that. They're probably loving this though. It's probably like backyard football.
Yeah, I don't think this was that long ago. 2013, yeah. Fucking good old Nick Foles, big dick Nick. Fucking crazy. There's worse games. Like there's this one
like straight up backyard football
where they show like all the worst snowstorms. Like crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
There was one, the Bills game, that was like atrocious.
I guess that's how they clear the lines, to just blow it.
Yeah. There was like a recent one, yeah, Bills game. It was this one. Just like so much snow. But like, yeah, short sleeves. You know how like imagine when you go outside in the snow and like how fucking cold your feet would get. Or like when they would get wet, how cold they were. It's crazy. But it's crazy, crazy, crazy shit. There's just some sports you can't play in the weather. Like tennis, when we would play, you'd fucking die. You'd slip and bust your ass on the white tape.
Do they even play it in the rain for tennis?
Oh, you'll fucking bust something and die.
Anything gets canceled unless it's a sunny day.
Yeah, you'll bust your ass and get so much pain. Like the lines get super slippery. And the court itself and the ball also can't keep moving. Yeah. Clay courts, they risk it a little bit more. They'll let them play a hair longer. But second it starts drizzling, they stop it because it has too much of an effect on like the game's outcome. They don't want weather to be a part of it. They want perfect conditions. CrossFit, it's in Texas. This year's going to be hot, but I think it'd be fucking cool if they just mixed it around every year. Like went to different places.
Yeah, Dave Castro talked about how the environment is also a thing you can vary.
Like the weather.
Weather, altitude.
Yeah, it'd be sick.
Those kind of things.
They did all that stuff. Sports. I just wish I played more though. Soccer or something. I wish I did.
We could have played soccer this year. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, actually,
never gave us anything. The details.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like we should. So what else is new?
Kickball is all right. The only thing I have against kickball is it's not very fair once you're in the outfield.
How so?
Like imagine baseball or softball, right? Like your throw of the ball can get it back in field. So like, I don't know, if you have a good aim and your ball like drops on the ground and let's say the outfielder just misses it, like there's no redemption. You're getting like 3 bases that way. Where if it was baseball, you could at least make the play and throw it in field.
The fields we played on, like that's not a very big field.
Yeah, and it's still impossible.
Yeah, I just mean like
people end up trying to punt it.
A real baseball field, for example, like even if that ball went outfield, like you're most likely only getting to second base. Like the bases are fucking far on a like major
that's
league
what I'm
field.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, with kickball, it's like, oh, all you need to do is put it somewhere in the outfield and you're good.
Sometimes, like some of the people who had cleats would just fucking burn because they would just keep running. They're like, cool, you got to either get it to the base somehow before I'm there, or you got to hit me and I'm just going to keep running.
Yeah.
Like that was some of the guys' strategies. Like they just fucking take off.
So that's where it was just like and that's like some of those teams were literally like 5 dudes who could boot it to like Jablip.
Yeah.
And then just like some bunters mixed in there.
Well, are we going to get cleats for next season?
Yeah, I don't know.
Ken said she's down to do next season.
She said that last time, then she quit after the first half of the season.
Now she's got this new promotion, right, Ken?
I'd be down though. I think Trill should play.
I think she should too.
Should play.
She's got to practice more sport. I think
you could be the bunter. No one on our team ever bunted.
We can also make nobody ever did. We all were too good for it.
That was another frustrating thing with the team because like I don't know, it was really easy to know after they bunted the first time they were going to bunt again and no one would move up. It was just like, oh, wonder what this person's going to do. And I was like, aren't they going to bunt it?
Or not even at the opposite effect of like, this guy's going to kick it to Jablip, like you said. And it's like, people would be like, all right, I'm going to move in. Or like most of the time we'd like move back and nobody would do it.
Yeah.
And then Trill and Ken would be watching and they just put their hands on their face and be like, again, you dropped it again.
Yeah, and if you moved out here, it doesn't always have to be just you and Eric playing tennis. We could do like pickleball, really stomp you down. Whatever happens, got to dust off the old pickleball rackets.
Yeah, we haven't played that in ever. A
fish
year.
Tanks, dude.
Yeah, the fish tanks took over your life.
They're stabilizing now. Mine's full, so I really can't do much anymore.
Yeah, same.
Unless I just start getting rid of fish and adding new ones.
You got to redo your tank. Are you getting a new tank?
I can't find one.
I just saw a water box on Facebook tonight.
Trill just showed me this fully inclusive 180 gal, and then I'm like, how much? She was like $3,000. And I was like, and it came with an Apex, and it's like, well, shit, I don't need any of that.
Yeah. Damn, it came with the Apex and everything. Fuck. I think you should just buy a brand new one.
Yeah, coming from the guy that got a fucking epic deal.
Piss off, dude. Like, piss off.
No, I'm going to be competitive. I'm going to get a better deal.
Yeah, go for it. I already know what you're going to do. You're going to go for a 200-gallon tank. Eric, if you're watching this thing, Matt is the most competitive person. He will compete with everything and anything I do.
Do you think Eric's a supportive friend?
No, he tells Anna that she's not even allowed to play pickleball. He ain't supportive. Eric would leave me if I told him.
But like, I guess we like using Nobo for an example. Like, do you feel like he went to Nobo to support you, or he just went to Nobo for his own benefit?
I think he went to Nobo to tell me that he did CrossFit so that he can shit on us for doing CrossFit.
Yeah, so it's selfish motive.
Yeah, he does love the gear. He reps it all the time. So most people still do wear the Nobo gear. I wonder if anybody from PA does still.
I'm sure Vince does.
He's gaming with Chet. Yeah, Vince wears all this shit. I just mean anybody else, like all the other members. You think like any of them wear it to ICA? Tara probably does.
Maybe.
I'll
she still go there? She's still CrossFitting?
Oh, good for her. She still goes there. Yeah, she still goes. Yeah. I have had really bad memory loss. There was 2 things I wanted to say to you and I forget.
Just gotta start writing them down. They're just getting old.
Yeah, maybe.
Fixed up the old board back there.
Yeah, I was gonna say the room's starting to look good.
Yeah, just gotta get rid of that chair.
Nobo forever. That's fucking go Trill. I was thinking we do some you need more stuff in there. Yeah, it just looks barren. The TV I didn't pull out today. Just a lot of house construction today. Still got to do some more stuff. The plumbing. What else we got to do?
Endless.
Yeah. The floors. Can we do the floors already?
Ken, I'm down.
Yeah, let's just do you think we can? How long is it going to take?
The kitchen, I think, will be easy. And I guess we don't even really need to connect them. You just put one of those thresholds down.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Just cut that thing, put it there, and just make a transition slit. Yeah. I mean, the kitchen will be easy.
I just need to figure out how those transition things work.
I think I think they're pretty easy. We just need concrete screws.
I got those Energy Concrete drill.
Yeah. So we're good. Ken, we'll do the floors We're helping Chow next weekend for what, an hour?
When she says do the floors, though, what else does she mean?
She means the kitchen and the bathroom.
She wants that bathroom still?
I think we do the kitchen and then the bathroom at least looks put together still. And then we got to, do something for underneath the TV. Right, Ken? She might be asleep. I was just
what's underneath the TV?
It just got this handmade. We just need to match everything. So like,
I think it's just all black cabinets.
Yeah, a small one, right? Thin against you mean the whole wall, or that's done now?
No, I mean the whole wall. I think, like you said, the low cabinets there underneath the TV, then some high ones near where you're sitting, like some books and shit, your CrossFit
right here,
manuals.
My prestigious certs.
Also, question for you. What would you be more interested in doing? This is a hard one. Going for the L4 or just going to another Bird Box?
I'd go to a Bird Box International.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. A, it's cheaper. B, it's way more valuable.
Yeah.
C, I don't know. There's something wrong with me lately. I just not into
CrossFit HQ. I've lost my passion for what HQ is doing. I don't think HQ has a vision. I don't think HQ knows.
It's almost like they don't get it.
Yeah.
It's like how I feel. Like they don't even get what this is anymore.
Yeah. They're just going through motions of certain things.
Like, did I send you that thing that video Denise did on it? That they posted from CrossFit Affiliates?
No.
Something about the standard and like upholding standards. It was, I don't know.
They're just always posting the same thing. Why? I'm going to ask this. Why is CrossFit not posting anything new? It is always the same people, the same type of vision of like, let's make better affiliates because we're going to use best hour. And here's our best level 4 we have. It's like, you mean to tell me there's nobody new. There's nothing else groundbreaking. You mean to tell me that we'll call it like varsity football or like NCAA AA coach, whatever, has gone from coaching like elites to now he's like, cool, I'm going to do CrossFit and I'm going to coach. You mean to tell me there's nobody out there? I call bullshit. All fucking bullshit.
Well, I mean, the more I listen to Greg talk about it, the more I really understood the point of HQ, and they're not that anymore. Like, and I really think Greg's ultimate mission was to like get these doctors to stop shitting on CrossFit. And like now as an affiliate owner, like that's the one of the biggest pain points is this whole risk thing with injury, which is a complete lie.
I agree. I mean, they're just doing a bunch of things that don't matter anymore, really.
Yeah.
They're just doing a bunch of stuff I was trying to.
And I was thinking about this, dude. Maybe I'm misunderstanding it, but like, why is the open fee still $20?
And not free?
Or not $25? Because me as the affiliate owner, I'm paying $4,500 now. And somehow the open registration is the same.
Why is there an open registration fee at all?
Yeah, I don't know. That's how they fund the competition.
What are they funding?
Well, you know that the money they make off the open registrations definitely is not enough to pay for the venue and the videography that happens and all the jobs that are there.
I'm surprised they haven't cut that yet, to be honest.
The games?
Yeah.
They won't.
Not the games, the open.
Oh. Yeah, they won't do that.
And just
I think they're too, that's what I think HQ's biggest problem is. They're just too into this whole sport thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like trying to make this a sport.
And it's not.
Like, yeah, but it's just like, dude, we're just working out. We're getting fitter for other things. Like it's like you're missing the top of the fucking CrossFit pyramid.
Well, that's why I think recently, like us, like really getting into watching football and doing that stuff is like translating it into new things. That's where I think it's really cool, is like translating it into, can we play football?
But to your point, like how sick would it be if you found out that Jalen Hurts goes to a CrossFit box on Wednesdays and
you know why he
gets a
doesn't?
CrossFit workout in? Like that would be the fucking coolest thing ever, dude.
He just can't do it though because it's unsafe. Affiliates are unsafe.
Yeah.
Like they are 100%. Me and you are level 3s and the gym has really good standards, but most gyms are not safe. They're not good.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why people don't go. That's why people get hurt. That's why doctors say like, oh, CrossFit's keeping me in business. It's like, like orthopedic surgeons are saying that stuff. Like, Joe, what'd your surgeon say to you? Did he say to you, Like, awesome. I'm glad your knee hurt because of CrossFit. Did he blame it on CrossFit? Like, I'd love to hear that. And I'd also love to hear the rebuttal from some of those people, like, who we're talking about, the best hour crew. Like, what's your rebuttal to that? Because, like, most gyms aren't good. We're trying to make them better, but there are 15,000, and your model's not going to fix that. It's not, hands down. Like, if you're going to fix something, it needs to be a solution to standardize things. You can't have a model where every CrossFit gym has the flexibility to make their own programming, to not have standards. Like the CrossFit level 1, level 2, level 3 is not good enough. It's like Procore, right? I talk to contractors all day. They're using fucking 7 different things. And it's like, how can we make your life better? Our solution, our platform is the best of the best.
That's where I agree with you, Trill. Like, I think more times than not, I won't even mention that I do CrossFit, especially if it's like orthopedic stuff or like joints and things, like, or like I'm talking to someone, it's like, all right, I'm not even going to mention CrossFit because I just don't want to be judged.
Yeah.
But anyway, non-CrossFit stuff. Topic of the day that I wanted to chat about was routines.
Yeah. All right.
What's your take on routines? Do you like them? Do you have them? Do you want to have them? Do you not want to have them?
I like them. I think they're good for people who aren't disciplined.
What about you?
I have them, yeah. But I don't think I have them as strict as I used to. I think my routine is like simply just here's what my day is going to look like. But it can get messed up if it has to. What about you? What time do you normally make your ground beef and eggs?
Yeah. But I was just thinking about that. I mean, like, I 100% I have a million routines that I do, but they don't control me. So it's like,
I would agree. Yeah.
I'm not thrown off. Like,
how many times have we fasted? How many times have we just got to like done work and
lunch?
Yeah. And not even that, we work through breakfast, lunch, and dinner sometimes just to get some sort of task done.
Yeah.
But like Eric, for example, is the most routine person I know. Like, he's got to wake up slow. It's not fast. Anna, vouch for me. Does Eric wake up fast? It's usually nice and slow on Eric's schedule. He'll like to yawn.
You think Sam's got a routine?
Yeah, definitely. He's a routine guy. He wakes up.
Because sometimes that's where he walks in the gym. He doesn't even know what he's going to do.
He plugs the percolator in. He watches it percolate. I just know how I can see him now. Then he'll pour the coffee. He'll get a couple of the grounds in. You know that, when you would pour it and you pour it too much. And he's probably quiet. I can imagine him too. He's quiet when he walks around. There's probably not. He's like me, not much talking.
At home?
When it's like wake up time. I just don't see him being a morning person either.
Yeah, me neither.
Like, you're a pretty morning person.
Yeah, I'm usually ready to go.
Me and Trill are we fucking hate it. Kendall loves the morning.
Trill's rude.
In the morning?
Rude. Oh my God, yeah. Said the meanest stuff.
Like what? Give me an example.
Like, are you going to leave yet?
Because like you're waking her up?
No, I'm not even waking her up.
She just means you're going to leave.
I'm just sitting in bed, reading my morning brew and like sniffling maybe once or twice.
And she'll
be like, are you going to get out of bed yet?
I think that's fair. Get the fuck out.
It's like her bed or something.
That's too funny. No routines though. You don't like what? Run me through your day real quick. 60-second pitch on your day. Ready? 5 seconds. Ready?
This is a weekday, right?
Weekday. 3, 2, 1, go. Clock started.
Wake up naturally, whatever time that is. Read morning brew. If it's not a Monday, I'm not doing the game because I don't like the turntable game. If it's any other day, I'll do the mini crossword and I'll do the word search and the jigsaw puzzle. Have to complete it once I finish the game of the day from morning brew, I wake up.
This is every day.
This is every day.
Okay.
You
got 30 more seconds.
Wake up, get dressed real quick, empty the dishwasher, start the ground beef, feed the dogs, cook the eggs, go to work, do my meetings, and that's pretty much it for the routine until 2:30. Then I have to go to the gym.
What do you do at lunch? You got 15
Lunch is
seconds.
random.
Random, okay. 10 seconds. Anything else for the day?
Then I get back from the gym. Depends if Trill made dinner or not. If we have to go to the store, then there's no routine kind of after the gym, I guess.
Okay. That's 60 seconds. You're pretty routined. I mean, it's like in general, like I blame the world on this. Like we can't do much. Like your day is with anything. You're so stuck in what you're doing. Like you have to put a routine in place because
you're forced to at least you're forced for 8 hours to have some sort of routine, which is work.
But like that's what I'm like more than 8 hours.
To your point,
scheduled to wake up.
Well, for you, more.
I will run you through a day of what it was like when I
run me through your day now.
Okay, we're gonna compare the two. Okay, start the clock.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Weekdays, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I go to the office. I wake up every day. I set 2 alarms, a 5:15 and a 5:20, just in case one fails. I usually wake up for the 5:15 and I'm out of bed and I turn the other one off. But in case I'm really tired, some days I will reach over and shut it down. Get out of bed. I usually brush my teeth real quick, do my hair, put some clothes on in that order. Then I'll go downstairs, make coffee. I say goodbye to Ken, get in the car. I'll preheat the car and I'll sit in the car at work once I get
goodbye to Ken
for 3 minutes. I'll sit in the car for 3 minutes every day in the heat and just sit there. Go into work, go do all my whole routine. I work through lunch. I work the full 8 hours. Do nothing. Drive home, come home, feed the fish, look at the fish, change, go to the gym, work out, coach, come home, cook dinner, clean up dinner, stare at the fish tank, go to bed. Okay.
Seconds. Anything else you want to add?
That's my corporate work routine. Now I'm going to tell you.
Hold on. Do you say the same goodbye to Ken every time?
Nah, it's different. Okay. Some days she's awake. So most of the time she's awake at the same time. Some days she's not. I'm usually quiet in the morning. So I normally just go over, kiss on the forehead. I'm not a big smell person. So if there's morning breath or anything like that, she normally gets mad at me. She's normally asleep. Her work schedule's different now, you know?
But I guess routine's a tough subject because if you're too general, then everything could be a routine.
Well, that is exactly. It's like,
sitting in the car for 30 seconds is definitely a routine. Or 3 minutes.
Yeah. It's normally like if I'm freezing, so I'll just fucking crank the heat up. It's like when Trill goes to coach in the morning. She normally gets there. That's routine. Wakes up and will sit on the couch for a while before she even leaves the house.
I don't know why.
I'd sleep until I fucking had seconds to get to the gym. That's what I would do. But I think defining routine.
My whole life. The only thing I do routine is breakfast. Why is that? Am I fucking a psychopath?
I don't think it's a psychopath. I think it depends how you want to define routine. Because on the weekends, right? Let's remove work. Because that's like I was saying, that it just doesn't cooperate with like you have to be routine. Like if we eat a certain way, I need to every night prep my lunch. Like I'm not gonna like those parts of things. It is forced upon you because of the way our lives are and the way this world is structured. Weekends. I think you're the opposite of routine. Besides, like, again, the gym stuff, that is not routine, in my opinion. That is like, hey, this is just like everyday life. Routine would be like every Saturday after the gym, you go get like me, Kendall, and Trill, we go get coffee every day after open gym on Saturdays. But there's no routine. It's not like it has to be the same place. We went to Beacon. We go to Frontside. Sometimes we'll go to this place. To
find the routine.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
yeah. So like, there's got to be.
I do think like, you are extremely routine.
Me? How so?
I just feel like if you don't hit your routine, you're off.
How so?
For the day.
Like if I don't make it to the class and get to go home and go do this or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll give the people some context.
I just feel like you depend on routine. Like routine brings you happiness.
Yeah. Like I need to eat my food. Like I can't go without having what I normally eat.
Basic. That's like a human need.
So like, what do you mean routine?
I just mean like you need to go to the coffee shop after the gym.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise you're going to feel like you're missing out on what I want.
Yeah. That I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I think back to when I was like in the restaurant.
That's why you were sad when Chow was closing, because there goes part of your routine.
Part of your routine.
Thursdays.
Yeah. Pop in. get a nice little break. That's why I used to tell Ken, she's like, "You're going again?" I was like, "It's just to get out of the house."
It's just your routine, dude.
I have nothing against being routine.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I think, and I'd love to hear, in the comments what every fucking other person does. I think, well, I guess routine versus ritual is different. That's different. So never mind. Let me veto that. Let me retract.
That could be a whole other discussion.
Yeah, that's a different thing.
I'm struggling to figure out the difference.
Well, people like rituals, I'm referring to like go to grind your coffee beans and like you have to make sure it's
to the
decimal. Yeah. And then you spin it 3 times with the rake clock counterclockwise and you go counterclockwise and you go up and down like 5 times and you put it in. If you don't do that, it's going to taste different and you just know it. You just know it's that's like
that's a ritual. Yeah.
So like with the gym, I fucking wish he was on right now. The gym, he would wake up every morning. This is Nopo days. He'd wake up, he'd go outside at the garage, he'd turn the fucking heater on, heat up the gym. He would write down on the whiteboard every fucking day the date, the time, and then he would write WOD, and then I would write the WOD when I would come out. And then he would put 6 a.m. dots, he'd put a line under, then he'd measure exactly the other one, and it would be, again, he'd use a fucking ruler on the whiteboard hanging on the wall.
But I appreciate that brings him joy.
It does, but this is he's a ritual though. Then he'd go inside, then he'd make his coffee, then he'd brush his teeth, then he'd drink his coffee, then before the gym he'd brush his teeth again.
Yeah, then you're like a downgraded version of Vince.
Yeah, thank the Lord. What a fucking psycho Vince is.
He creates, it's funny you say that, he creates those rituals when he's here visiting.
Yeah, he always comes at us going to Whole Foods.
You're 3 days in and you realize Vince is doing the same thing he did for the past 3 days. Wakes up, takes a shower, makes the bed, lays out the clothes that he's gonna wear once he figures out what we're doing. Then he goes, paces around the kitchen till we get up.
But it's not, that's routine. It's not even routine. He goes ritual.
Yeah, like he goes full ritual.
The creamer has to be poured in a metal tablespoon, and it can't be more than a tablespoon. If it's more than a tablespoon, the coffee's ruined.
It was funny. Once I ran him through how to work the machine, even though you did it a million times for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Then he just stuck with that plan. He just made himself the same exact Americano
because he didn't think that it was flexible, that he could do other stuff.
Yeah.
That's too fucking funny. What a good guy.
But yeah, rituals are a whole nother thing, which I don't know if I really had many.
You definitely do. Think about like when you're doing
maybe
workout.
Feeding the fish.
Not even the fish. Like
workouts are chaos because I own
feeding the fish gym. Is actually no. That might be ritual because you don't let other people touch it. Yeah,
I like to fill it from the sump. I like to let it defrost. I like to feed right to left.
Yeah, you're a psychopath. Because you won't let other people do it. You act like I don't know how, and I got 150 gallon tank.
Yeah, it like kills me when Trill has to feed him. I'm like, oh God.
You did it the other night when we were here, putting the tank together, and Trill called, and she's like, "Do you want me to feed the fish?" And you paused, and you said,
I didn't.
You said,
I had to do the numbers, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to make it home in time before the lights go off. Aren't the fish kind of dumb too at night?
Yeah, they just like sit, and anytime any other light goes on,
can't find the food at night.
Well, not even that. I feed mine in the morning. Mine are trained fucking hunters. Last night, so got home, me and Matt went to the fish store. Do you ever, as a human, I want to know if the girls do it too. So last night I fed the fish, or I put the new fish in at night. Lights were off, came down, put it in, and then I turned all the lights off. So it was black in here, but I watched it for a little bit before I turned all the lights off. And I put the fish in, and he swam in, and he fucking hid right away. And the Naso tank flared up and went over to him. And right in my head, I was playing characters for them. And I was like, the Naso tank went over and was like, "Yo, bro, you better watch out. Big Purple's about to come the fuck over." All of a sudden, the purple tang flares up and looks like a sailfin, fucking shoots over, looks him dead in the eyes. And I was just like running through my head. This is like some sort of like Gotham City shit. He's like, "What's the password?" So
my Scopus tang I couldn't tell what, is that what the purple tang looked like? I couldn't tell what it was trying to do. Like he'd
it flares.
It's charge at it, but then he'd kiss it with his like tail feather.
Tail, so it does the same thing. Yeah, that's like it's like does this, and it's like get away from it. Yeah.
I was like, well, so they don't bite; they just bump into each other.
Because they're on their tails, they have a
barbs,
dagger, the barbs. Yeah, so they both have it. They both have it. I'll pull it up. But do you run through scenarios like that in your head?
Yeah,
like, Ken thought I was nuts. Like I said to her, I was telling her this story. I was like, so here's what happened, but here's my version of how I think these fish talk to each other. You don't do that?
Yeah, definitely.
Purple tang dagger.
We always like to impersonate Puff Daddy.
What's Puff Daddy?
Puff Daddy, the puffer fish?
Yeah, but like, what do you mean?
He's like the OG resident. He's like, yo, bro, just let me know if there's any snails around. I fucking caught him eating one of the hermit crabs I put in there. I was pissed.
That's too funny.
I guess I'm more pissed that everyone told us they don't eat that kind of stuff. They're like the one puffer that doesn't do it.
They're like, they're going to eat your corals. How do I find this dagger? There's no image.
Like the Naso tang. If this brown or gold rim tang works out, I'm just going to be confused.
Well, hopefully it works out. Did you put the UV sterilizer together?
No, not yet, dude.
You know what type of fish you should get? You should get a white tail, yellow eye.
Yeah,
tang.
That's the one I want. Yeah.
They're fucking dope.
I think that's the one they have at Aquarium City.
Yeah, and that, yeah.
Show the people, dude.
Yeah, this guy right here. So that's dope. But yeah,
that's super dope.
Tang. Yeah, right. They're really cool. Then there's this tang right here, the cold tang style. That's the yellow eye cold tang.
Yeah, it's like a purple fish for those on Spotify with like neon purple with like little white lines and the big yellow ring around.
But now I was also reading blue tang.
I think we should bring my tank to Sam's house, set it up for him.
So this tang is what I have, but then they have multiple different looks to them. So it's like, what are they going to turn into?
That's sick. Whatever that blue one was you were just showing.
This?
Yeah.
That's the yellow eye coal tang.
Wow, it's a dope one.
Yeah. But they're like not in stock. You can't get them anywhere. Yellow eye. Yellow eye tang.
How many collectors do you know? I think a lot of people keep collecting things secret.
Like what? You think I'm a collector?
You're definitely a collector.
Oh, I just want like top of the line shit. Like this. Like I want that. But we're too impatient.
Yeah, you just like to have different shit. Like me telling you that I want pairs of everything, you're like, oh hell no.
Oh, what?
You don't want pairs of everything in your tank. You would rather just have
one of each.
You could have 24 unique fish, or you can only have 12 pairs. You would go with the 24 unique fish.
100%. Yeah, definitely.
I couldn't even see you doing a tank like this, an enemy tank.
Nah, I'd be too bored. Like Chow's big tank, I don't like the big anemone one. Like,
I love that tank.
I don't want 40 anemones and 2 fish. I would, like you're saying, like you're an enemy tank if I had a bunch of different anemones, but it would also give me too much anxiety that it's going to blow up from them zapping each other.
I think they made that up.
Them zapping each other?
No, just like an enemy's dying and blowing up your tank.
I don't think so. My tank, it shouldn't happen, but you never know. A Tumini tank, you can get one of those, dude.
I'm not a fan of those, especially after you just showed me those other ones.
The coal tanks? Yeah, there's a lot of shit. A lot of fucking shit out there. I got to figure out what other one I want. I'm going to get a blue hippo, and then I got to get something else. Chow's got to order me something. But what else you got for the people? We're at the hour mark.
Yeah.
We're at the hour mark.
Chat, I mentioned a new format to Luke. I don't know if you've agreed or wanted to try it or didn't like it, but maybe next time we'll try something different.
They didn't like the format? Somebody texted you?
No, remember I told you yesterday, I was like, why don't we just interview everybody from the gym?
Oh, yeah. I think we could just do multiple episodes, like do one episode of like this and then the following week interview episode. I could tell us more like discovery questions. Tell me more about that. What do you think is the most impact? Before we go, let's end it here. What do you think is the most impactful question you can ask somebody. Like you take your fishing line, you launch it, and you're hoping to catch them with one last thing. What are you saying to them?
Wait, say that again?
You take your fishing line, right? Boom.
Right, I got the analogy part, but what is it in context to?
Anything. Like you just to get that, like that, catch their interest or get them to talk more, get them to think something like, what's that one? It's nighttime. He does this every time. Ken, you turned my light off. What's the line? What are you saying?
But like, when am I saying this? Like when I'm saying goodbye to people?
Yeah, you just want to catch their attention anywhere. Like what?
Before
like
or afterward?
It doesn't have to be actually even be about that. What is one of the most impactful things you could say to somebody?
Jeez, most impactful things I could say to somebody
to make them feel, we'll call it important, or to like make them feel heard, or make it feel like you care about them.
Saying their name.
I'm not saying that's the right answer. Like, what would you say to somebody?
I don't know. I never thought that hard about it. Is this person down?
Huh?
Is this person like having a rough day?
Well, like what's something impactful you would say to me? I'm in the gym. What would you say to me? Like to make me feel like I'm important or feel good.
Hey, Luke, how was your day at work, man? Hopefully it wasn't too stressful.
That's like close-ended right there. So chat, we're going to work on that next episode. Okay.
Well, what do you got for me?
I'd look at you, Matt, and I'd be like, hey, man, before I let you go.
Me. Like, well, what's your most impactful thing that you would say to someone?
Yeah, it's exactly what I'd say. I'd be like, hey, Matt, before you go, man, I know you took a lot of time to like help me out today and do all that. Is there anything that's like been a big pain in your ass lately that I can help with?
That'd be nice if you said that. Do you think that works for me?
With you, it depends. It's reading the
never
room.
Works with me.
What do you mean?
Huh?
Why wouldn't
like when work? Do I ever ask for your help?
Yeah, that's part of the issue. Maybe I need to do better.
You got to meet me a different way. I'm a different kind of breed.
Yeah, you're a different type of breed because you are so against asking help.
Yeah, so you got to be creative.
Like and that's where I think it's hilarious because I'm down to ask for help, and I wanted to bring this up. This was going to be my hot take, like about like me and you talk about this all the time, and you usually agree with me, but like asking your friends who are experts in something for their help and advice, like I have no problem with that. Like if somebody came to me and be like, hey, help me with CrossFit, I'd be like, fuck yeah, let's do it. And like when I go to you, for example, like we'll say I need you to help me code something, or like anything technical, I go to Matt for, and Matt like gets pissed about it.
I never get pissed. I'm the helping type.
Yeah, but when people try to help Matt, he just won't let you help him. He refuses to let people help him.
No, I let Skylar help me.
I gotta go. I gotta go, dude.
I let Trill help me all the time.
Sam,
I don't ask for help.
I think you should let people help you more, okay? I think it'd be good. I think if you let people help you more, I think you'd enjoy yourself more.
Who didn't I let help me?
Look at this thing.
Sick as fuck.
I think it's dippity dope.
Like a hybrid.
Yeah. I think you just let people help you more. Chat, put it in the comments. How do we help Matt more?
It's a live call-in show.
Yeah, if you want to click it in before we end this thing.
He just left. Dude just up and left the podcast. He pulled a Jason Kelsey. Well, chat, it's just me. Yeah, he's back. Let me let him back in.
I'm in. I just got kicked.
I thought you pulled a Jason Kelsey and just got upset.
Nah, I don't know what happened. Well, that's all I got for you. Nobody wants a J up. Dude.
So I'm gonna set up an interview for next episode.
Yeah, next episode we're gonna throw down. Set up the interview. We'll have it on the calendar. Deuces, chat.
Are you gonna say something important every time we leave an interview?
Like that?
To the person?
Yeah.
To the person.
Yeah, I'll do it if you want.
I just want you to work on it.
Yeah, I'll work on it. All right, end this fucking stream.
See you, dude.